no, that's a bad guy. Man, even when I get my shield, he can still attack me before it actually goes up. There should be something really bad nearby. What the hell was that? Over there is a one-time path. Basically, I only have one chance to get through it, or it closes up for the rest of the game. So you gotta be ready. I should be able to leap over there. Someone tells me I'm about to get killed. Let's see. Hey, we made it. Come on, everybody get close. That was a new one. At least we don't have to go back down there anytime soon. So this is a one-way. Where the hell did you come from? That door will not open again. So I do this entire section without dying. Should be a turtle. Oh wait, is this the dogs? Nope. There's more of this BS. I have no idea how he just got me there. We're dead. And I have no idea how that did not how I did not hit him with that swing. Man. Yeah, it's tempting just to stop playing Dark Souls 2 and just go straight to 3. Because it's just that much of an improvement compared to that one. Yes, 3. Wonder how much they improved on the Scholar of the First Sin expansion. Can we somehow deal with these guys? Again, one at a time, they're not too bad. pull them all, and they're just an annoyance. Do I have any bombs on me I can even use here? Alright, well, let's die. Nice. One, two, and then three. Alright. Be something good, please. See how much easier it was that time? Only could be like that, everyone. Alright. Good news is these guys are very, very slow in their attacks. If they hit you, though, it's basically you're in trouble. Get around. Well, I was not expecting that one. Good news is this should be the shortcut door. Or should be if I can get the key. And you gotta lure them one at a time. 2, 3. I'm feeling there's more enemies around here. That's either the way forward or to a boss. I'm like fighting on a giant sword. Look at you trying to sneak up on me. 2, 3. Finally got a firebomb. Nice view, isn't it? This should not be the boss. No. But we are very, very, very close to him. And those are, of course, everyone's favorite, the crystal lizards. That shield is better in just about every way, except for stability. I may try and upgrade the shield. The enemies are weird. They're definitely placed in an ambush-like position, so they're not spawning out of nothing, but they tend to be placed in areas that you won't see until you've actually engaged them. So we are back here. Now down over there is the boss. I'm trying to think to myself, where or have I missed anything important? I think I'm good. Again, we'll be coming back that way for boss number 2. I'm gonna head back over here and check out the manor. Ideally, I think there's another Estus shard in here.
Huh.
90.2, yeah. Alright, so stability is not going up. 35, that goes to 31. I may need the greater stability. So it is going up.
I'll be around if we make it back.
And again, it doesn't look like I'm doing a whole lot. But these upgrades will eventually pay off for themselves. Especially with getting more stability to block. And also more endurance. It's a big book. Uh-oh. There's one of the lock stones. Surely that noise only means good things, right? Put it up first. And after I spent the money, too. Nice little vacation spot, right? Where are they? I gotta turn around. Ah, here they are. Notice all the blood stains. Oh, look. Yeah. 2, 3. Fortunately, these skeletons don't come back to life. I think they don't. If he pops up behind me, we'll know why. Should be more around here. Alright, there's a shard. assuming we bring those back to the witches. On the plus side, we survived. And with that additional Estus flask. Also, one other thing to keep in mind, the Estus flasks that you get are preserved across New Game Plus. So when you're coming back to this game, you play number 2 or a second time, you can have an Estus flask of like 8 or 9 starting out. Alright.
Is that a... However...
There's another one. I doubt we can level up. No. Not yet. It's gonna drive me crazy. This is what happens when you don't play Dark Souls in a really long time. There we go, that's how you get the torch. They downplay the whole torch for a light in Dark Souls 3. Another reason why it's improved, and man, that guy's a big sword. So now we can head just straight over here. Just double checking. And we're going to come to what is technically the first boss of Dark Souls 2. Oh, hey, buddy. Uh-oh. I was trying to do the... that attack. That's more like it. Alright. It's time for the boss. Don't ask me why there's like a red haze around. But people who follow the Dark Souls lore tell me that this is like a very big deal that you're fighting this kind of creature. Ideally a tough fight. But again, the hitbox on him, the hurt box, is pretty extreme if he gets me. As you can see right there, his hand just like casually brushed against me and took away all my stamina. Stompy gets me, I'm in deep trouble. As I was saying, he attacked me through the shield there, because the attack came from above, not straight ahead. This is another boss that a lot of people don't like, because it's basically just an enemy who's overtuned in terms of damage. If he doesn't hit you, the fight goes very quickly. He hits you one time and you're basically dead. And if you think this fight is a pain, we haven't gotten to the real tough boss. Oh, and I haven't even had a chance to show everyone the joy of Smelter Demon yet. Basically, you want to keep him in the middle of the arena. Because you don't want him to get you stuck in a corner. Basically, I can only safely get one hit at a time. Because I think any more, and I'm in deep, deep trouble. Jeez, I think that almost got me right there. Again, the pattern is very simple, but he hits you one time and you just don't have the help at this level. Oh god, that was close. Oh yes. He just took his arm off. You know you're angry when you're using your own arm as a weapon. God, that got me very nervous. This is not as friendly as the Iron Giant, that's for sure. Again, once you get to the point where you have enough endurance to tank with your shield, these fights become trivial. But at this stage of the game, you're just so weak. God. Goodbye, buddy. Alright, he is out. We now have the keys to the doors. Hey, where'd you come from? Oh boy, but that wasn't even the closest to the most annoying fight in Dark Souls 2. They also love the ambushes in this game. As in, you'll fight a boss that's really 2 or 3 enemies at the exact same time. Even more so than the Smog and Ornstein fight. Now, the key that I got... I believe opens either the door on this side or on the other. Dead. Oh, we are in such deep trouble. Jeez. They are keeping their shields up, aren't they? One annoyance down. Oh, man, I can't get that. Goodbye. think this opens up the door over here. Is there someone coming from behind me? I'm kind of expecting an enemy to my side. Man, I cannot get that swoop. Oh god. I'm glad to see that ladders are bad against them as well. There we go. When you pull that attack off, it becomes a whole lot easier, doesn't it? I have to be on my guard. Because right there is the boss. And I really don't want to fight him right now. Yeah, I have the break guard attack. It's just very tricky sometimes to pull off. You need to do both the left trigger, or I'm sorry, right trigger and left analog stick within a pretty much simultaneously, or you're going to do your regular swing. Like that. Come on. I think the timing was easier on Dark Souls 1. Oh, that's a giant turtle. Don't remember where I get that key from. Or that may be from the other side after I fight the boss. Oh boy. Alright. Let's level up. And I'm going to do a time check here. Yeah.
There. Lest this.
Wait, I had another one? Okay, that's good. Get in there. And very soon, I will be able to dodge roll through a lot of these enemies' attacks. I'm going to upgrade my shield a little bit more. Again, it may not seem like I'm doing a lot,
I'll be around.
but all those upgrades will start to pay out. Or pay off, I should say. A man's wharf. Oh boy. I'm gonna hate this, but I'm gonna show you what this boss is like. It's very weird, but technically, even though this boss shows up in the first area, you're not really supposed to fight him in terms of stats when you first meet him. Because if you thought the other enemies did a lot of damage, just wait. Something tells me I'm gonna need my life gems. Ugh. That's for fighting me earlier. I should just be able to run straight up and ignore these guys. Wow. He still got me. This is gonna suck. I'm introducing you to one of the most annoying bosses in the Dark Souls games. And he can curse you too. If I remember, I think the trick is you want to stay close. Because he has some... Oh, and he flies too. Again, same deal. 2. Yeah. Slash. Oh, we're dead. Did I mention that I hate not having a 100% physical guard shield at the start? I don't think I've said that yet, right? Let's see if I can sneak around. I'm doing good damage against him. Casually jog. Man. Again, the hitboxes for these or horizontal attacks is so wonky in this one. Wow. You're not supposed to be able to do that. See how he got me while I was in the middle of rolling? That doesn't happen once your adaptability gets high enough. Alright, there's one. Again, just hug his back. 2. Then don't let him get far away from you, or he will do something like that. Which is almost impossible to avoid at far range. Let's get close. Oh god. Nope. Unless we can get around. Basically, the second it gets one hit on you, you're in trouble. And that's the weird thing, is that normally I should fight him later on, which I think for a change of pace we will do. But yeah, the level design in Dark Souls 2 just doesn't feel as innovative compared to the first number 1 and number 3. So now what I'm going to do is light my torch. That guy doesn't have a shirt on. And the reason why we do that is that it's near impossible to see where you're going here. Whoa. Now, if I remember... Oh god. Oh yes, and you can fall very easily off in this place. Oh look, we have Vikings. I need to light the torches. Which will give me some permanent visibility. They're gonna be coming from all angles in this place. I do like the idea of like this little shanty town by the sea. Yeah, that's right, although healing is also very slow. And magic, at least in the first version of Dark Souls 2, was completely broken in terms of some of the stuff that you can get. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh! What the? I got stuck in the fire. But yeah, in terms of gameplay, I was telling a friend about this on Twitter earlier. Dark Souls 2 is definitely the bottom of the barrel for me. Especially after you play Bloodborne, which is what the developer, the creator of Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 was working on, and Dark Souls 2 was kind of handed to the B team. I mean, it's even harder to play this game now than it is after playing those other ones. Break the table. There we go. Not that time, buddy. Ow. But I should be, you know, lighting those bonfires right now, those torches. Yeah, boy. Yeah, if you're lucky, you can sometimes knock these guys off to their death. Like that. That was close. The hell? Oh no. And yes, that guy's dual wielding. You basically light a torch wherever there is a torch to be lit. And these guys are afraid of light, so as long as we stay over here, he won't be coming after. Hence why you use the torch here. Back. Back, I say. Uh-oh. I think he may have gotten over his fear of the light. Stop following me, buddy. That was a lucky miss there. I'm sure there's gonna be more explosions. Whoa. There's also a lot of items to be found here. Anyone know where that guy came from, by any chance? Now, if I remember right, there's gonna be more trouble in here. If you're going to dual wield in Dark Souls 2, oh god, you really need your armor to be at full or wearing the best armor in the game. Because you don't have access to a shield. Oh my god, it's a whole pirate, or I should say Viking army. And now the dogs come. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Yes, they even have their own Estus. Come on. We're burning torchlight here. Oh, that was embarrassing. He's gonna probably heal, I bet. Where'd the dog come from? Alright, that's one. Whoa. Came in there. This is where the guy was. To the right is where we normally have to go. Oh. It's nice I can kill the dogs in 2 hits. Where are we going from here? Getting these shortcuts open makes your life a whole lot easier here. Where are those torches? Alright, so there's some trouble over here. I am not looking forward to going down there. And our little bug friends are back. And as long as I don't get too close to them, they'll run away. Back. Back, I say. Should be coming to a shortcut soon. These are so annoying, aren't they? Oh! I hate that. If you notice, my club attack pushed him out of its own combo string. Everything about Dark Souls 2, it feels like Dark Souls 1, but it's also worse. No idea how that hit me. And the fact you only start with so little Estus just compounds the trouble in this game. Nope. I didn't see him there. Yeah. Something tells me we are not going to be finishing Dark Souls 2 in this playthrough. Because I can already feel myself getting very annoyed at this game. Now, I don't know if the bouncing they did with the Scholar of the First Son changed things all that much. But yeah, this is definitely the poor man of the Dark Souls franchise. From how combat works, okay, right there. I attacked him, and his attack was unstaggerable. Alright. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. And I think this may be the last night for the game. So if you guys want, I could certainly go into Dark Souls 3 in the future. But I think we're going to say goodnight here. So, thank you so much for watching me, I guess, make very little progress in Dark Souls 2. For those of you who have played all the games, I'm curious if you think Dark Souls 2 is also the weakest of the, I guess, 4 we count Bloodborne. But, thanks for tuning in. If you're new, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check back for daily discussions on game design here and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. So until our next night, it will hopefully be a little bit brighter than this one. So until next time, have a good evening.